Please stand, and gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Veterans are encouraged to salute.
We'll stand.
My fat head's not your way, Smith. My fat head's not your way.
Good evening, students, parents, alumni, faculty, and friends. Welcome. In addition, we have a number of school board members and dignitaries here this evening. President of the board, Mr. John Sarnese, Vice President of the board, Mr. Don Cedar, and board member, Mr. Warren Leader. Thank you for sharing this life-changing moment with us and our students. Graduates, I told you in September that this day would come quickly, and here we are. In a moment, I will call to the podium two class speakers, Kayla Monitor and Elizabeth Snyder. About a month ago, I called Elizabeth and Kayla into my office and informed them that they would be representing their senior class at commencement. They were quite thrilled, excited, maybe even a little humbled by the conversation. I handed them a list of about 15 topics or things that I had researched and felt would be a good match for this senior class. I explained that this was being my first graduation as their principal. I wanted the message to be direct, motivational, maybe even inspirational. I told the girls that we were not leaving my office until all agreed on the topic. They got on a whiteboard and we deliberated. After a short period of time, it just came to the three of us that this was the most appropriate topic. Take initiative and get in the game. I gave the girls some instructions about when we would get together to discuss our first draft, and they probably left my office. It was then, as I sat in my office and was reflecting on what just happened, that my mind took me back to when I was a kid. Like many of you, my parents would take my sisters and I to different birthday parties, 4th of July events, Christmas celebrations with friends and family. I remember being at one of the celebrations, the adults in one room laughing and carrying on. In another room, within eye shot of the adults were the kids and little ones who ran around, played, teased, and harassed each other. Now, you have to understand that I'm a mama's boy, and still am to this day. Probably because in her eyes I was perfect and could do no wrong. And during the party, I would not leave my mother's side. I held on to her even though she continued to encourage me to go play with all the other kids. There was absolutely no way that I was going to leave my mother's side, no matter how much she tried to convince me, maybe even push me, telling me that everything was going to be all right. Even as a little boy, I thought to myself, number one, those kids are bigger than me. I could get hurt. Two, those kids are running all over the place. They're going to break something and going to get yelled at. I'm not going to be part of that. No way. What if they don't like me? Maybe they'll call me names. Something like that sticks with you. And four, most of the toys they were playing with was the babies. But I can remember as the party moved into the night, I started to step away from my mother, maybe only a step or two. I found myself laughing at some of the little things that the kids were doing. When one of the children looked at me, I quickly went back to the comfort of my mother. It was safe there. No one judged me except my mother, and she loved me more than anything. Eventually, I got closer and closer to the fun until I eventually just fit in. All of my fears went away. I was having fun, the best time. Then my mother said the worst thing to a kid who's having a blast. Go get your jacket, Bobby. I'm not telling you again. I said to my mother, but I'm having such a good time. My mother said, you remember next time, you wasted a great opportunity, son. You could have gone into the game 4 hours ago. So I learned early that if things were going to happen, I had to take initiative. When I think of this senior class, I see a group of students that didn't squander the opportunities that they had in front of them. As a class, they have proven that they have the ability to take matters into their own hands. For example, during the year, they rallied around classmates and families who were in need by raising funds. They participated in chorus, the band, athletics, theater, and gifted competitions. They attended the prom and made it a great time, excelled in their classes. They participated in work discovery, Relay for Life, volunteered at Ovaries, food banks, and dominated in their vocational programs. They completed numerous hours of community service through their graduation projects. Engaged in healthy political debates. They spoke out on ways they could improve. They even organized and were willing to walk out on their principal when he was going to ban their backpacks. Yet I know from speaking with the majority of these seniors, as exciting as today is for them, the future looks scary. Since entering into school as little kindergartners, they knew what the following year would entail. Another year of school. Now all of a sudden there are no guarantees. And that fear of the unknown can be paralyzing. It can lead to you to play it safe. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, he who is not every day conquering some fear has not learned the secret of life. It's okay to have a fear of the unknown. But remember, if it is to be, it is up to me. You are equipped for this. You have shown desire, commitment, dedication, and determination in all that you have attempted to achieve. You have not been successful 100% of the time, but have not dropped out of the game when things were not going your way. You use it as an opportunity to improve and try again and again and again. You have developed into good decision makers. Dr. Seuss once said, take every chance, drop every fear. So with this in mind, I want to give you Mr. Gambito's advice on taking the initiative and getting in the game. Number one, don't take no for an answer. You're going to hear this a lot. Number two, don't ever second guess yourself by investing in your education. 3, be open to change. Nobody likes change, but it is inevitable. 4, don't hide from mistakes. Own them and use them as opportunities to improve. 5, keep moving forward. You don't want to be left behind. 6, be patient. You're not all going to hit it big as rappers. Start in an entry position and prove yourself. 7, treat everyone with respect. Treating people with humanity and integrity is most important. 8, give back when you can. Get involved in your community. 9, surround yourself with other good people who will have your back. 10, don't focus on the end result. Focus on the process of getting there. And 11, remember where you came from. Once a Viking, always a Viking. We will always be here for you. Today, you are at the finish of one chapter in your life story, but life will go on. Change, adjust, and overcome. Emerald McRaven once said when addressing graduates at the University of Texas, what starts here can change the world, what happens here can change your life. Don't just take initiative, get in the game, but also play the game to win. Thank you. Now I want to turn the podium over to our first class speaker, Kayla Moninger.
Thank you, Mr. Hamida. Before every endeavor that any one of us has ever taken on, there was always a moment of weakness, a split second of doubt. We were scared, nervous, ill-prepared, or simply not ready to take on a new experience. But then, a burst of courage, a caring family member, that start gun or whistle or buzzer, took every fear away, and all that was left was instinct. After today, that same feeling will come again. Today we graduate, but tomorrow we change the world. We're all off to something new, and the everyday routine that we've all grown comfortable in will disappear. But really, that's the beauty of it all. Think about the first time you rode a bike, and think about how you ride now. Think about the first time you performed on this field, and think about all of the memories you have now. Think about the first friend you ever made, and look around at all the amazing people you know now. We have all experienced so many remarkable firsts, and it's sad to accept that many of them have lost, or will soon wash away. But we must stay positive in the idea that there are so many more to come, and you must be willing to reach out of your comfort zone to find them. At the same time, you should do the things that make you happy, the things that motivate you. That inspiration and drive through joy will take you farther than you'll ever believe. I think all of my classmates know that I couldn't stand on this platform and not give a shout out to my little brother, but he is truly my entire motivation through this speech and through life. Joining the LifeSkill and Peer Mentor program to learn from kids as amazing as my brother was the best decision I ever made. As I mentioned earlier, however, I was hesitant to get in this club in the beginning, just as many of us were in a variety of organizations. I definitely never thought I would join the chess club, considering I used to call the night the horsey, but now I can hold my own in a match, and this is all because I put myself out there and tried something new. In all seriousness though, the only way to move forward in this lifetime is to get in the game. I encourage you all to find your own buddy in life, just as I have done mine, if you have not already done so. In other words, find what you are passionate about. Find what gives you the desire to wake up and strive for success. Every morning, we have two choices, and by getting out of bed, we're already halfway to a successful day. This past year has definitely been one of our harder tasks. Our boondoggling shenanigans were at an all-time high, according to Mr. Giacobi, and I believe that most of our teachers can attest to that statement, but we managed. As the saying goes, you get out what you put in. We worked hard when we showed up, and we missed out when we weren't there. I truly believe, though, that high school is a learning experience. We learned to win, we learned to lose, we learned about love, and we learned about loss. We laughed and we cried. We followed the rules, but we also banded together to fight for what we believed was right at certain times. This made us stronger as a class and as individuals. Every day you are given new opportunities, new chances to push yourself. These past 4 years have been a wild ride, and we have all grown together in the process. I am positive that every student in this class has found something to be a part of, whether it was a sports team, the marching band, the CWCCC program, or one of the various clubs offered at Mount Pleasant. We all took a chance when we entered into one of these categories. We weren't sure what would be asked of us, what the job or title would entail, or even if we would enjoy the venture. But in reality, this is all in preparation for the journey ahead. The real world is essentially a more intense form of trial and error. The average person changes his or her job 12 times throughout a lifetime, but there's nothing wrong with this. You'll never get anywhere in life if you don't try. So put yourself out there and search as hard as you can for what makes you the happiest. Some of us will go off to college or technical school and travel far and wide to get there, while others head straight into the workforce. A percentage of us will honorably join our armed forces, and I am beyond blessed to be a part of such an amazing group of peers. Thank Thank you all for showing me and each other all of your extraordinary talents and gifts. I mean it from the bottom of my heart when I say that I cannot wait to see what each and every one of you accomplish in the future. Before I conclude, I must give special thanks to my family, especially my dad, for getting me to this point, and I encourage you all to do the same. Thank you as well to all the teachers, administrators, and faculty here at Mount Pleasant. Your endless dedication to us will be sincerely missed. Thank you for not only preparing us for this day, but more importantly for the future that awaits. Guys, we did it! It is my honor to now introduce our second class speaker, Elizabeth Snyder. Thank you, Kayla. Principal Gambita, members of the school board, teachers, family, and fellow graduates. Let me begin by saying it is an honor to speak to you all today. The opportunity to address such a large community of such influential people comes once in a lifetime. This town has had a large impact on me. In the past 4 years, I have grown as a person, and I know every student here can say the same. Freshman year, I would have been terrified to stand here and give this speech. I was a shy 14-year-old hoping to blend into a crowd. I tried to go unnoticed by all the upperclassmen that I feared, and as a senior, I realized I couldn't have cared less, but I know a lot of us felt that way. This school allowed us to grow confidently by leading us to our interests and to our passions. We developed friendships and relationships that morphed our personalities, the ones that will carry us into a new world. Our years here have been exciting. We have seen section championships, playoff runs, even a few state titles. We have listened to our peers sing and play instruments in concerts and festivals. We have watched each other dance and act on stage. We have competed in making board games, debates, chess tournaments. We have battled other schools in quiz matches. We have celebrated many victories together in these past 4 years, and each of us will see even more in the future. All of our victories will come in different shapes and sizes. Just as in school, we observe divisions between sports, arts, and academics, we will see similar divides in life. Some of our biggest successes will be family-related, getting married, having children. Others will dive happily headfirst into their careers. Others still will celebrate the furthering of their education in technical schools, undergraduate schools, and graduate programs. Regardless of your goals, nothing will come simply to you. In life, you must make an effort to get what you desire. Any scholarship, job, relationship, it takes work. With our future looming so near, make a habit to take initiative in every aspect of your life. Louis L'Amour wrote, "I would not sit waiting for some big tomorrow, nor for something to happen. One could wait a lifetime and find nothing at the end of the waiting. I would begin here, I would make something happen." We can all take this to heart. Do not merely relax and wait for an opportunity. Start tomorrow or even start today. Look for an adventure and never prevent yourself from learning something new. The most important success in life is within. Every decision you make should ultimately make you happy. Be sure that each little victory adds up to a life you're proud of and content with. This honor gives me the ability to not only speak to such a large group, but also to speak on behalf of my peers. From Mount Pleasant Area Senior High School graduating class of 2019, I would like to extend a sincere thank you to everyone in attendance today. Mr. Gambita, Dr. Williams, Mr. Campbell, Mr. Lewinsky, thank you all for playing a role in the shaping of our school. You each have served as strong role models and leaders, and it has not gone unnoticed. Teachers, thank you for the lessons we have learned in your classrooms regarding the curriculum and the real world. You have taught us things that will follow us into our next chapter, and we will never forget you. Parents, thank you for pushing each of us to be the best that we can be, for encouraging good habits, serving as our personal chauffeurs for all of our hobbies, and being at every event you can make it to. Your support means more to us than we even know. Aunts, uncles, grandparents, siblings, more extended family, thank you. We appreciate the pride you have in us to give us a support system bigger than ourselves. We appreciate that we can always come to you in our times of need. To our friends, thank you for being there for us in all of the good times and the bad, for experiencing every adventure alongside us. We have laughed until we cried and laughed some more. You have shaped our childhoods and our lives in ways that we are eternally grateful for. Last of all, fellow graduates, thank you for these past 4 years. I couldn't have asked for a better class to go on this journey with. We have seen many hardships, personally and on behalf of others. Through everything, we have been there for each other. I am so grateful to call Mount Pleasant my home. So congratulations, Mount Pleasant Class of 2019. Be proud of all you've accomplished, and good luck in everything you will do.
Thank you, Kayla and Elizabeth, for those inspirational words. Dr. Gabar, I certify that the graduates here before you as the class of 2019 have met all graduation requirements as set by the Mount Pleasant Area Board of Directors. Now, let me introduce Dr. Tim Gabar, Superintendent of Schools, for the acceptance of the graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Gambita. Tremendous job, Kayla, Elizabeth. Oh, what a beautiful evening in Mount Pleasant, PA. Every year we worry about the weather. This couldn't be more spectacular. Thank you to everyone in attendance for joining us for this special evening to celebrate this year's graduating class. To all the parents and families in attendance, I feel fortunate that I'm able to tell you firsthand that you should be extremely proud of your son or daughter, brother or sister, niece or nephew, or other such relation that is sitting alongside me this evening. Part of my daily routine is to visit the junior senior high school to stay connected with the true purpose for my continued tenure in education, the students. In the hallways, in the classroom, on the athletic field, or at a concert or event. Readily evident is the leadership, commitment, talent, character, and camaraderie among the class of 2019. They stick together, they have each other's backs, and are tremendous representatives for their school, their community, and their families. To all the students, as I think of taking initiative and getting into the game, I think of one of the most professional, popular, and productive baseball players in the last quarter century, Derek Jeter. A writer, Mike Reinold, captured 5 of Derek Jeter's greatest traits, leading to his success upon his retirement from the New York Yankees. These 5 ideals will certainly prove beneficial in all walks of life as you leave the hallways of Mount Pleasant Area High School. Number 1 is discipline. Discipline is working extremely hard to repeat the task that you know will make you better. Discipline is crafting your long-term vision of what you want out of life and then making decisions based on that vision. Consistency. Honestly, what good is discipline without consistency? I would say 2 things that may have impressed me most about Derek Jeter and his career were both his discipline and his consistency. Consistency breeds dependability and trust. If you want to get ahead in life, focus on consistency. Third is to lead by example. There are many different kinds of leaders in this world. There are loud and vocal leaders, the motivators, the pump up the crowd kind of people. There are the ones that want the attention and lead simply to gain the spotlight. And there are those who are quiet and consistent leaders and lead by example. Leading isn't necessarily a good thing, as there are many examples of negative leadership. Luckily, we are fortunate there are also many positive leaders. These positive leaders set the example and push others just by being so disciplined and consistent. Let us not forget, this applies to anyone. You do not have to be in a position of authority to be a great leader. Fourth is don't unnecessarily rock the boat. Have an open mind and try to avoid rocking the boat unnecessarily. It always seems to come back to haunt you. When you're overly vocal about something, you start to focus on defending your stance instead of keeping an open mind. Follow your passions, stick to your ideals, but don't unnecessarily rock the boat. Number 5 is treat everyone the right way. Simply put, treating people the right way is the cornerstone of any successful relationship or lasting endeavor. Throughout our several addresses today, taking initiative and getting into the game has emerged in a variety of ways. One bit of advice I would like to share with our graduates, as you do find your place and get into the game, is do not change who you are. I would stress to believe in yourself, trust in who you are. We can always become better selves. But I've seen your many acts of service and philanthropy. I've witnessed your love and compassion for one another. And I've always been inspired by the willingness when you step forward and continually choose the appropriate path to represent the right thing. You've spent the last 13 years shaping the people that you are as you sit here with us today. Be who you are, continue to learn and grow as a person, and the necessary change that will impact this world in a positive fashion will come naturally. Graduates, as you move forward and graduate from Mount Pleasant area and make your mark in other areas of the county, state, nation, and parts of the world, remember your Mount Pleasant roots. And as Mr. Gambita pointed out just a bit earlier, once a Viking, always a Viking. Mr. Gambita, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Mount Pleasant Area School District, it is with great pleasure that I accept the graduating class of 2019. Before beginning roll call, I'd like to introduce to the podium for a few words the President of the Board of Directors, Mr. John Sarney.
Thank you, Dr. Gabar. Class of 2019, congratulations. On behalf of the board, administration, all your teachers, and all your friends, we want to congratulate you for a great career at Mount Pleasant. The topic that we've chosen this year is great. Your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, your neighbors have gotten involved. They've made a difference in your life. You will go forward and make a difference in other people's lives. Be strong, be courageous. Like Mr. Gambita and Dr. Gabar says, once a Viking, always a Viking. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sarnes. And now, Mr. Gambita, let us now prepare for roll call.
Kayla Christine Moniger. Mariana Alyssa Alatrow. Madison Ray Miller. Carson Lee Kapaleski. Chloe Ann Jaworski. Elizabeth Rose Snyder. Matthew George Otzinger. Courtney Ann Alborn. Michaela May Alexson. Rachel Lynn Albright. Carolyn Elizabeth Alinsek. Sheree May Ansel.
Tyler Austin Antonis. Charles Lee Augustine. Taylor Nicole Barr. Jonathan Michael Bass. Elena Francesca Baumgartner. Emily Page Bednar. Jordan Page Bradley. Ian Michael Burnsworth. Kristen Marie Collins. Alexis Victoria Daniels. Caitlin May Daniels. Samantha Luann Daniels. Isaiah Christopher DeFore. Tyler Michael Dickerson. Ethan Andrew Denison. Brianna Nicole Ebert. Daniel Thomas Ebling. Kayleen M. Eddy. Sarah Ann Eichhorn. Elizabeth Catherine Enlow. Paige Lauren Irvin. Dana Michelle Flair. Brennan Lee Brown. Anna Elizabeth Gowers. Noelle Nicole Garcetti. Dominic Anthony Gillinardo. Brady Allen Gibbons. Andrew James Giles. Chase Jorge Gonzalez.
I love you,
Faith Danielle Goodwin. Ethan James Hall. Bailey Nicole Hayes. William Blake Hecker. Amy Elizabeth Hellman. Tyler James Hyde Jones. Danielle Louise Hostetler. Brady Jacob Hunker. Hannah Nicole Hutter. Alexander David Cadillac. Julianne Ruth Help. Katrina Marie Kepler. Alex Thomas Killinger. Faith Ann King. Madison Ann Kirshner. Maya Jane Kleka. Michaela Audrey Knopf. Coral Lynn Cahoot. Adam Michael Cromer. Kaylee Nicole Piava. Noah Joseph Lawrence. Jocelyn Jolie Lehman. Alex John Leeper. Dylan Scott Leonard. Madison Cynthia Lynn. Hannah Marie Little. Zachary Joseph Luculo. Nelson Lynch. Mary Grace McCloy. Owen Edward McKee. Madison Marie McTavish. Brianna Elizabeth Metzger. Adam James Miller. Dakota Nathan Miller. Jordan David Miller. Isaac Matthew Maselli. Hunter Allen Morris. Camille Rose Napoleon. Samuel Elias Napper. Diane Rachel Niederhauser. Jesse Cooper Nicolau. Braden Joseph McKevitt. Samuel Allen Thompson. Stephen Anthony Painter. Gary Paul Pearson. Jessica Lynn Pendrick. Caleb Scott Pfeiffer. Jesse Robert Nathaniel Pierce. Lucas Jacob Pajak. Hunter James Piper. Shane Austin Piper. Maureen Olivia Paludo. Alexander Joseph Pomerico. David Michael Pomerico. Megan Victoria Porterfield. Brittany Lee Prinky. Shane Michael Province. Nathan Cole Pushkar. James Paul Queer. Sean Michael Quigg. Austin Bradley Reed. Morgan Ashley Richards. Haley Lynn Richter. Lillian Grace Riordan. Kathy Jo Rodkey. Kyle David Rylander. Alexandra Grace Stager. Carter Joseph Salapat. Catherine Elizabeth Sarver. Michael Thomas Sikorsky. Julia Almeida Sagito. Nicholas Isaiah Sediawan. Alex Jason Schaefer. Jack Patrick Sterling. Ariel Marie Schultz. Nathan Tommy Schultz. Maddie Sloniger. Alex Edward Smith. Carson Jacob Smith. Corinne Harley Soltis. Dylan Robert Stufford. Ian James Sutherland. Faith Renee Swank. Douglas James Swing. Bradley William Page. Diane Hope Sheeler. Colby Allen Thomas. Matthew Daniel Thomas. Anthony Thomas. Ethan Garrett Kinky. Martin Joseph Strong. Karen Lynn Tuccarello. Jenna Nicole Paholsky. Robert Wayne Unkefer. Brandon Michael Van Dyke. Brianna Alexa Velke. Diane Michelle Gold. Jared Allen Wagner. Karen Lynn Ward. Jack Bruce Weinman. Anthony David Williams. Corinne Elizabeth Wisniewski. Blake Anthony Wisnancy. Cameron John Yarbers. Melina Reese Zaboyski. Jordan Elizabeth Valmore.
Big drive for playing for alma mater.